Hey my love, how are you doing? I'm doing okay. Greetings from Spain, actually, at the moment. I'm here to visiting my brother or seeing them. I'm actually now in this other apartment, so not where they live, but yeah, we got this apartment for me for these days that I'm visiting. And my parents are actually here as well. So yeah, it's been nice having some quality family time. But yeah, we are in this small mountain village in Spain. And yeah, it's stunning in here. It's absolutely beautiful. I can show you a little bit of the scenery soon maybe, but yeah. Yeah, I'm here for what, I think 5 days, something like that. I'm not even entirely sure. But yeah, it's just a short visit for now. But yeah, it feels extra special because they just got a baby last year. So yeah, it's really nice to see my little nephew as well. He's very, very cute. So yeah, I know there has been a long time since my last video, and it was a bit dramatic, the last video I filmed, or a bit negative in a way, but anyway, the emotions and feelings were true. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that side of me as well, or yeah, basically the other side of all of this, because it's so easy to just press the record button on the camera and just say what you want to say. And yeah, especially in social media or internet, we just don't see anything of each other's lives really, no matter how much we post. Or there might be a huge range, but still we just don't see it all. So I just found it important also to show you the other side when I'm not feeling happy or positive, which is, I feel like that's my true nature. But anyway, yeah, don't need to chat about that too much. But yeah, that's where we were at last time. Since then things have improved a bit, but I still just haven't had the time to film more videos. I have really wanted to, but there has also been other stuff going on in my life that has required a lot of processing and thinking. And yeah, there's always something, certainly, but yeah, it's been pretty huge what I have been going through. And one thing about me is that I do process a lot all the time. I go through stuff all the time. It's part of this whole spirituality thing as well, and I'm just naturally a person who thinks about things a lot. So it's not a new thing to me. I have always done it, but I just process a lot, and I feel very deeply. So yeah, I guess I could say there's always something going on. Yeah, anyway, this video is going to be about New Zealand again, and it's sort of like a part 2 what I did before. So I just wanted to explain you more about what happened there and how I experienced things. And yeah, so let's just start. I need to keep an eye on the time as well, because we are gonna go for a lunch soon. So yeah, it's really nice. It's nice to have a break from work as well and everything, and just change the scenery. Although now I would say that this little village here in Spain has become quite familiar to me, so I consider this more like my third home really at this point. But yeah, it's been so lovely. Okay, let's get into it. So yeah, I have already said that. I think, to be fair now, I haven't actually checked too much what I have already said, or I have read my notes, but so if there's lots of things coming up that I have said before, that's because of that. But yeah, I think I have said that New Zealand sparked the whole spirituality journey for me completely. Like, of course, I have been quite spiritual always, but haven't quite recognized it or haven't thought about it further. So New Zealand was the part and the place where everything just, it was like a flame. Yeah, everything just started from there. By the way, if you can hear a lot of noises in the background, that's because there's like a summer school or like a summer camp, something's going on in the right next door to me where I'm staying, and there are a lot of kids making a lot of noises. And yeah, which is fine, but yeah, sometimes I'm struggling with that. But yeah, anyway, but yeah, if you can hear noises, that's because of that. But yeah, everything is good. I'm getting used to it slowly. Okay, so New Zealand. Okay, I'm trying to think where to start again. I have my notes here, that's why I keep on looking down. And first note that I have written, because it's quite a big thing, it's actually, I think, it's one of the biggest things for me, that when it comes to like my personal journey with this and everything. And it's about card readings. And nowadays, at the moment, I'm mainly using tarot card readings to help and guide me. And yeah, I don't actually do it myself. I always watch other videos where other people are doing it. And so the messages are delivered to me that way. But it wasn't a tarot card or tarot cards that sparked the whole thing in New Zealand. We used different cards, but yeah, anyway, it was very, very new to me. I didn't know what was going on. I knew about tarot cards, and they were the only cards that I had known of or heard of, really. And I think maybe my mom was already using, because my mom is very like important part of all this as well, like about my journey and everything, but her spiritual journey maybe started before mine, maybe, or something, and I think she might have already used angel cards before I even used these. But anyway, so the story goes that I met a girl when I was traveling, and we became really good friends, and I absolutely adore her. I still have her like Instagram and stuff, but we are not like really chatting anymore, but she will always be in my heart. She's absolutely amazing. Anyway, I'm just cutting the story short. Anyway, I met her, we became good friends, and we decided to go traveling together a bit. And we were driving past this, we were basically a little bit like in the middle of nowhere, or like there wasn't much going on. We were on the South Island, I think, and we were driving, and she had already been telling me about this place where she went and got her first reading or something, or like she just knew this woman, that this woman was living there, and I think, if I remember correctly, she had already got the reading from her to herself, and she was talking about it very enthusiastically and explaining all about it, and I was just like, okay, cool, wow, like what is going on? Then of course I was really intrigued, bite as well, but I had this really nervous feeling inside of me, and I wasn't sure if I was fully believing in it, I think. But then we were driving in this area, and I think she just remembered that this woman actually lives there, that she, if she remembers correctly, she lives very near where we were. And we were driving, and we went past this sign that said psychic readings or something, and she was like, there she is, that's her place. Oh my god, we have to go, we gotta go. And I was just like, okay. I think she was driving as well, so we just went. Or something, details are blurry. Anyway, we went there, we met the woman and her partner or husband or whatever, and it was a very weird place, to me anyway. Like, I don't know, the whole place just seemed a bit, I wasn't sure, because when we arrived on the yard of the place, there was like this really big, that to me it looked like an army bus, like a really old one that just stood there and was clearly used for other purposes. like it was just there and they were using it for whatever. And then this woman explained that she usually has the readings in the bus actually, and I just remember, I think it was like an army bus. It was like this army green colored, and yeah, it was just so weird. And I was just like, okay, whatever, and totally new to this, totally new, so I was a bit taken aback, but not an issue. Okay, so my friend went first, she had her reading, and she came out and she was like, oh, buzzing, and just like really amazed and excited and everything, and I was like, okay, like, go on, let's just go and do this. So I went in next, and yeah, it was really interesting experience. I went in and we sat down, and I remember there were like chairs and a table, and did she just, I can't remember if she had laid the cards there already or there were no cards first and she was just trying to read my energy first. And I was literally sitting, this is how I was sitting, and this is not how I would sit anymore in the situation like that, but I was sitting like this. I was like so tight holding myself, and just like, I was literally almost like this, like holding myself, like not to give anything away, because I was so suspicious. I was like, there's no way it's going to work, or like, I don't know what's going on. So I was like trying to be difficult for this woman basically, and I can just say that like that. Yeah, it's fine for me to admit, because I don't know, I was just really suspicious and nervous, so maybe that's why I was being like that. And she closed her eyes and she was like, and she said that I can't really get anything from you because it feels so closed, like you are not giving away anything, like you are just holding everything to yourself. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. Like, okay, so she can actually read me. Like, you now might think that, well, it was obvious that she could just say that, but anyway, so then I would just ease up. I was like, fine, let's just give it a go. Let's just give it a go. So then I relaxed, and yeah, I opened myself up a bit and changed my mood from nervous and a little bit negative energy to being just curious, like, let's just see what happens. And then it started rolling and flowing, and she told me things that had already happened, and I was like, yeah, that matches, that did happen. And then we started these card readings. So we used a deck that she had made herself. That surprised me a bit. I was like, oh my god, can you just make a deck yourself? Like, that was wild to me back then, but anyway. And then we used a deck that has different goddesses in it or something. I can't remember. But later on I have come across with that same deck, and I was so excited when I found out that it was the same deck that I had my first reading from. But anyway, yeah, she used, I think it was a Goddesses deck or something, and yeah, and then we just, I was lifting the cards and she was reading them, and the energy that was like coming through the cards, and all the things she said were basically like, pretty much all of them came true, either during that trip or a bit later on. And she said that this is not a time-based, like the timelines can always be a bit, it doesn't mean that all of these things will happen like today or next day or next week or even months, or like it can be years. Like it's just, it totally depends, and it always does. And then we used her own, oh, I can't remember which deck it was, but I just remember that she laid the cards on a table in front of me and told me to pick maybe 5 cards or something. And I didn't really know, like I was like, how do I know which cards to pick? And I just picked the ones that I, like my eye, got my eye first. And then I remember doing this on top of the cards. And I kid you not, like, this is completely true, okay? And I have one witness, and she was my witness as well. And she said it first. She described what she saw, because I saw it at the same time. But I did this, and literally like one card popped like this in the middle. It just popped out, and I was like, what? And she was like, oh my god, did you see that? Like the card popped. And I was like, yeah, oh my god, I don't know. And then I tried to pick, because I wasn't even sure which one it was, because it was just like that. But I think I picked the right card. But anyway, I picked it up, and she was like, I have never seen that before, like happening before. And I was like, well, neither have I, have I, because this is my first time and everything. So yeah, that's just really stuck, got stuck in my mind, like what was that? And yeah, then it was all about the reading. What I can tell you, because it's really personal as well, but also like what I can remember. I have written it somewhere. There's a notebook at home that I have written like the main points out of that reading, but I wasn't even thinking like going into that specifically at this point. But it was a lot about like me gaining my self-confidence, which was really, 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 really low back then. And almost like it didn't almost exist back then. And yeah, yeah, me gaining my self-confidence, and yeah, just things happening, and yeah, and it was pretty accurate. It was really, really accurate, because then she described some things that are gonna happen within the next few days, and those things happened as well. And it wasn't the type of things where I could have, what's the word? There weren't the things that were only depending on me, like, so, because now you might think that, oh, I just, sorry, I got itchy nose as well now. I just hear these things and then I could have just gone and done them. Like, it wasn't the case. It was like about other people as well. Like, this one person might be doing this, and then that person was doing that. So yeah. Oh yeah, and that was I just remembered, that was the first time I heard about spirit guides, or that I have spirit guides with me. And apparently during that point I got 2, and the other one was my granddad, which I just feel really, really, really close to. And it was also quite funny, because before that point sometimes I would just think about my granddad, or like he would just come to my mind all of a sudden. And this is the granddad from my mom's side, who I never really got to meet, or I got to meet, but I was like 3 or something back then, so really, really young. he unfortunately passed away. Yeah, when I was around that age, maybe. I don't know exactly, but yeah, he died pretty young-ish. But yeah, all the stories I have heard and everything are just, yeah, he was a very, very, very lovely man. And yeah, I can only wish that I got some more time with him. My brother obviously knew him better because so yeah, my brother is my older brother, so he got to meet and spend time with him more than I did. But yeah, every time I'm thinking about him, there's like this really, really, really super warm feeling in my chest and in my heart, and I just feel like I'm so protected and guided, even only just by him. So yeah, I just got really emotional back then about that fact that, like, yeah, he's actually guiding me. And I would say I have had some conversations with him from like after that, but not too much because I'm still trying to figure out how to communicate with all of the guys, you know, that we can't see. And yeah, and now I feel like there's more entities, or how do you say, like creatures, angels and whatnot. Yeah, I think there are more guides surrounding me, especially at this time. But yeah, back then this woman said that I have two, and one, I don't know how, like, is this okay to reveal? I wouldn't, like, why not? Yeah, the other one was like this Maori guy, which is, so Maoris are these indigenous people in New Zealand, and yeah, apparently he just maybe tagged along from that trip or something. I'm not so sure, but like, I don't know, it just felt really symbolic and everything as well. And yeah, it was good. Just 1 second, I need to do something. Right, there was like a storage thing in my camera, so it's sorted now. But yeah, I was talking about spirit guides. Yeah, one thing about the spirit guides is that I know a lot of people have met them or connected with them, and I can feel the connection with them, but I haven't actually, for example, like sat down and being like, okay, let's meet up now, like, please represent yourself to me, because I don't know, that hasn't felt relevant, at least yet. And yeah, so maybe I will do that later, who knows, but I just feel a lot of presence around me anyway, so I just feel, one question in my head is a bit like, would I feel overwhelmed if I ask them to show themselves to me, and then I see a lot of these entities in front of me or something, I'm like, oh my god, what? So yeah, at the moment I'm happy where I am, but with that New Zealand story, back then it was only two, and I did connect with both of them, obviously, like, obviously the other one being my granddad, and the other one being this Maori something. Apparently he was huge and just like really, really protective. And yeah, I did connect with them, but yeah. Anyway, maybe I just leave it there because I know it feels a bit crazy to be even explaining this, and because I think my aim is always to try to explain these things like how I would have liked to hear about them previously, like in the past when I just didn't know anything. So this is very much like I'm trying to explain things to the people who have never heard about these things before. So if you are someone who is very spiritual, or you have just begun your spiritual journey, it's all good. Like obviously I want the right souls to find my channel and connect with the message and the messages, but yeah, I just feel very important to just trying to explain things as in to someone who has never heard of them before, because there are lots of spiritual channels and messages out there anyway for people who already know a bit more, but I just feel like I don't know, I haven't come across this type of content much myself, where people are actually like explaining things for the first time. So maybe that's what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, anyway. Yes, so that was about the card readings, and then since then I have come across with lots of tarot cards. So I think I can say that the reason the woman back then in New Zealand wasn't using tarot cards was the reason that she said that she thinks there's like too much negative energy with them or something, and that actually got stuck with me for many years actually. I wasn't sure about tarot cards for a long time after that, because what she said, and this is the thing as well, no matter what you come across during your spiritual journey or whatever in spirituality, it's really important, and this is sort of the point of it all as well. It's really important to listen to yourself, listen to your inner guidance, listen to what you think about things or feel about things, because there are lots of just people's opinions as well. They are just opinions that belong to those people, and there might not be even like, yeah, it might be their experience. I'm not even gonna say that it might not be true or it might be true, because that's not it's sometimes complicated. Okay, yeah, it's really important that you listen to yourself and you learn to see things from other perspectives as well, and that has been always my motto, what I'm telling to myself anyway. It has to like resonate with you. You have to have curious mind with everything basically, and one thing might not work for some people, but then it can work really well with other people. So yeah, there's those two things. So when she said that she wasn't a fan of tarot cards, I didn't know how to react, and I just took that as an immediate like, okay, tarot cards might be a bit bad then, but that's not what they are. And as I have learned to notice and yeah, experience afterwards, because now I have been watching tons and tons and tons of tarot card readings and messages online especially, and yeah, everything is well. So yeah, you have to use your own mind to form your own opinions. Okay. All right, but yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up very soon. I'm running out of time now as well, but yeah, actually that tarot card thing was the biggest thing in New Zealand, and then it was obviously the nature, how people just were in the, for example, I have wrote in here, yeah, so the whole Maori culture, that really, like, that is some, like, I get chills every time. It's just, there's something so powerful in there. And then just the fact that the Kiwis, so people who live in New Zealand, very often they're just walking bare feet. For example, they can just go to the supermarket bare feet, and I was like blown away about this because, yeah, being like I don't know, a normal person from Western world, whatever, that was wild to me. But yeah, like, then again, why the hell not? And I would quite love to do that maybe someday, but who knows, we are not there yet. But yeah, that's just, that whole thing to me is like being close to the earth, keeping your feet on the ground. It's just like, it has so many symbols, and it's just completely normal there, or that's how it felt. I don't know, I'm not a Kiwi, or I haven't actually lived there, but yeah, how I saw and understood it was that it was a very normal thing, and I saw it multiple times there. So yeah, it's just, yeah, I think I just mentioned the nature and everything. It's just, it really helped me, it really did, and it sparked the whole thing. And then I have been writing other things as well. Oh, do I need to, oh my god, I think I need to do part 3, because this is bigger subject than what I thought it would be. So okay, I'm gonna do part 3. I can't do it now. I have to find some other time to do it. Yeah, would be really nice, hopefully maybe tomorrow before we leave, because we are already leaving tomorrow, but we leave quite late. And then I'm going to Malaga to see my friends. I can't wait, honestly, it's gonna be so nice. But yeah, I need to wrap this up now so it doesn't become too long. And yeah, I think there's gonna be a part 3 now. It's a huge chapter. Like, I could talk about New Zealand all day, every day. That's not an issue, so yeah, okay. Right, let's wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining me and watching this video if you made it this far. I really appreciate it, honestly, you have no idea. Especially because I just started this as well. Yeah, it feels mad, like I absolutely love doing this, and I want to do more, but there's just so much stuff that is going on in the background and with my work and everything. So it's also important that I don't exhaust myself or burn myself out, because when you're such a passionate person and doing passionate things, that can be very easy to do as well. So yeah, just baby steps, it's fine. And yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna blabber anymore. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.